All right, race fans, welcome to TurnLeftTV. Be ready for some high-speed action tonight. Step on the gas. All right, race fans, welcome to Nazareth. This is TurnLeftTV, and I'm your host, Heath Johnson. The High Octane Racing League Buschwackers Series tackles Nazareth Speedway tonight for 130 laps. It's race number 4 of the season, and it is going to be a challenging win. It's Nazareth Speedway. It's like a mini Phoenix. Somebody's got the answer for this track. Who's it going to be? There's only one way to find out, and that's watch it right here on TurnLeftTV. Well, a little Nazareth Speedway tonight, 130 laps at a very, very challenging track. Who's got what it takes to bring home the victory here in race number 4 of the season? All right, hey, thank you so much for coming in here to TurnLeftTV. Appreciate you being here tonight. Nazareth Speedway tonight, a very challenging track. Probably a little bit of a work in progress, maybe a little bit too early to put this track on the schedule. I'll take ownership of that problem. Thanks for coming in tonight. Tonight's race is brought to you by EliteHostingUSA.com if you're interested in an rFactor 2 server. There are 3 self-managed server packages for you to choose from. Also, if you'd like to host your website or your online store, maybe some VPS hosting or shared web hosting, you can use EliteHostingUSA.com. No matter where you are in the world, they can provide you with those services. Thanks so much for joining us here at High Octane Racing League and TurnLeftTV. Little HORL action here tonight. And don't forget to jump on over to highoctaneracing.net and get updates of who's leading what in the points, and then also who's doing what throughout the week, who's running what kind of lap times, and then also a quick link to TurnLeftTV. Had a little bit of a late start here. We had a problem with the setup and the track naming convention. They got those things worked out, though. That's good news. Let's take a look at the track here at Nazareth Speedway. Not actually in business anymore. And it is a very, very unique track. Sort of like a mini Phoenix, in my opinion. Just a little under a mile in length. Turn 1 and the straightaways, 2.7 degrees of banking, 3 degrees of banking at 2 and 3, and 4 and 5 is 4 degrees of banking. And you feel like, I think, as you're going through that straightaway, that tri-oval area, if you will, that, boy, it gets tight in a hurry. So it's easy to get in the wall. Going to have to keep your tires underneath you tonight and keep the fenders on it and intact. So that's Nazareth Speedway. Thanks so much for coming in here and joining me on TurnLeftTV. Peace to everybody out there. Hope everybody is behaving themselves. And please hit that subscribe button if you haven't already done so. Also, there's a link up in the banner of the channel to make a donation through PayPal if you'd like to make a donation here to TurnLeftTV. And please follow those links down in the description of this race. Got one over to the Sim Labs website. I'm an affiliate through them, also Fan Attack as well. And then also, I think there's a donation link there for Elite, for Extra Life as well. If you'd like to make a donation to them, we'd really appreciate it. Thanks so much for coming in. Hit that thumbs up button. Share my videos with all your friends. And thanks for coming out here to watch the race tonight here on TurnLeftTV. We are going to be going to the qualification session very, very shortly. A little less than 2 minutes, I believe, before we head on over to the qualification session. The King of the Oval Series finishes up the season tomorrow in the IndyCars at Indianapolis Motor Speedway. So it should be a great, great race. We had a great one at Indy in the stock cars last week, and we're going to crown the champion in the King of the Ovals Series. GT3 Series will be back in action. We want to send our heartfelt well wishes to Mata, who's not going to be able to make it to the race. He's a little under the weather right now, and we definitely are thinking about Mata. And hopefully we'll see him back very, very soon. We're going to be at Canadian Tire Motorsports Park for a 60-minute race coming up tomorrow. That is qual start at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, race at 2:30. 60-minute race. Race number 2 in the High Octane Racing League GT3 Series. And it'll be live right here on TurnLeftTV. Again, thanks so much for coming in. I'm your host, Heath Johnson, broadcaster, commentator. This is Nazareth Speedway tonight. A little under a mile in length, and this is a challenging track. Looks like they have headed over to the qualification session.
A lot of soul.
Take a look at Christian Wilson, who is the first driver out here to make his qualification attempt. The 30 car. So 28.088 is that first lap for Christian Wilson. Pretty good time there for him. Take a look at Craig Bearzon in the 60 car. Need a tough track here at Nazareth. 26.499 for Franco Alvarez. Preston Hassel second, Paul Brown third. Christian Wilson is fourth right now. Is Craig Marizan hit first lap here? Let's see where he lands. Marizan is, looks like fourth on the grid. A little bit of rough surface here. We're going to have a chance to smooth out this surface later this year. Not much time, huh? In the year left. We're working our way into December here. Fourth on the grid for Craig Marizan. Take a look at Tim Lansbury here in the 82 car. His first attempt there looks like he's gotten seventh on the grid for Tim Lansbury. Dennis Udichin in the 47 car. First lap for him. Look at that 47 car, and racing from Kharkiv, Ukraine is Dennis Udichin. God knows what time it is right there. My heavens, man. Probably about 5 o'clock in the morning there. Udichin 8th on the grid. Udichin running 27.897. Take a look at Ed Palumbo in his 54 car. Ed Palumbo right now 8th on the grid. Knocking Udichin down to 9th. Palumbo sideways around the turn. That 54 car. Udichin now bumping ahead there as we see some other guys jumping up there. Dana Grover. Ed Palumbo looks like he is 10th on the grid. I think Ed this season, for the most part, has really not been qualifying sort of, where he normally would be up front. But he has worked his way up through the field. He's second in points. As we see Dana Grover, a fourth qualifying position in that 89 car. So a good run there for Dana. So it looks like everybody who's going out probably has finished up their qualification attempt. Not sure. Will looks like he's just trying to figure out what the pit road speed is. He's going to be doing the DM. So it looks like qualifications are over. We'll give you the results here in just a few moments. Again, thanks so much for coming in here, Turn Left TV. Let's get this bad boy started here tonight. All right, looks like the qualification session has ended, and we'll get you the results here very, very shortly. Again, tonight, this is Nazareth Speedway. First visit to this track, and it is definitely a work in progress. There's a few things I'm going to have to get in here and take care of. Something with the setups folder, and also smoothing out some track mesh on the inside of the turns. Looks like also at the start-finish line there may be a little bit of an issue there we'll have to take care of. But hopefully, I want to say thanks so much to Paulo Chachalowski for actually converting this track over and getting this race ready for this track. So we'll have a few things we're going to have to do to it, but nonetheless, we've done that as well. Paulo worked together a little bit with Nashville Speedway, and that's a wonderful track. So I appreciate all his work. Take a look at the schedule here at in the Buschwackers series. Of course, tonight we're at Nazareth, 130 laps. We'll be at Pocono, man. We're just going to drive right up the road. Go to Pocono Raceway for 70 laps coming up next week, Thanksgiving weekend. And then Indy following that. So a couple big tracks hitting you in the face here pretty soon. And then Homestead Miami Speedway on December the 9th, Chicagoland Speedway on December the 16th, Daytona with the Frosty 200, 80-lap race there on December the 23rd, and then Martinsville Speedway, 150 laps on December the 30th to finish out the season. Let's take a look at the qualification results. Franco Alvarez with a 26.499 qualifies in P1. Paul Brown outside row 1 with a 26.742. Preston Hassel, that top Ford, is in third, 26.786. Dana Grover, a Toyota, up there in the fourth position. Great qualification result for him. 89 car in the 27.148 for him. Craig Marizon qualifies fifth. Gordon Carter sixth. Sean Jacobs qualifies in the seventh position. Tim Lansbury eighth. Dennis Udishin qualifies in the ninth position. Ed Palumbo qualifies in the 10th spot. Qualifying in 11th is Christian Wilson in the 30. Jim Willis in the 53 will start 12th. Vinicius Gonçalves in a 48 starts 13th. And Will Dunbar starts in the 14th position. Tough to pass here at Nazareth. Might be a little bit of bumper action going on here tonight. A little bump and run. Who knows? My keys to the race here tonight. Hold on, boys. My keys to the race. Patience tonight, man. This is going to be a tough track to pass on. It's a little rough on the inside line, and that means hold on to your dentures. Because on that inside line right now, as rough as that track is, it'll rattle your dentures out. And you're going to have to navigate through traffic. Again, it's hard to pass here. And then make sure you're on point through that dogleg area. If you're not, you carry too much speed. You're going to get into that wall, and you don't want to get any damage there at this track. So those are my keys to the race here at Nazareth. Peace to everybody out there. It looked good to see Paulo Chachalowski, Jack Trawick in here as well, and HDARG Racing. Well, so about the HUD with the manufacturers looks really good. Well, hey, thank you so much. Appreciate that. Good race here for you tonight at Nazareth. Don't forget, the High Octane Racing League GT3 Series will be in action tomorrow at 2:30 p.m. 60-minute race from Canadian Tire Motorsport Park. This is the second race of the High Octane Racing League GT3 Series season, and we want to send a shout out to Mata Ndika. He's feeling a little bit under the weather, not going to be able to make the race, and we're definitely thinking about him. I know all the GT3 guys have been talking about how much we're going to miss him today, so we hopefully a speedy recovery for him, and he'll get back at it before you know it. So we're definitely going to be racing with Mata in mind tomorrow, and don't want to miss it. It'll be live right here on TurnLeftTV. That's the High Octane Racing League GT3 Series from Canadian Tire Motorsports Park. Call that Mossport. Point standings coming into tonight's race. Franco Alvarez has a pretty comfortable lead right now. 3 wins, 3 races, 3 wins. This guy's on fire. And then Ed Palumbo second in points. See that battle there between 2, 3, 4, and 5. Really 6 there as well. All very, very tight. But just 1 point separating Palumbo and Jacobs. Preston Hassel, Craig Marizon tied for the 4th position. Gordon Carter in 6th. Tim Lansbury 7th. Christian Wilson 8th. Lucas Simpner 9th in points. And Vinicius Gonçalves is 10th in points coming into tonight's race. All right, boys and girls, it looks like it's that time. Thank you so much for coming in here, and here we go. We're going to get this party started. So Nazareth Speedway here tonight, 130 laps. Hope everybody behaves themselves here tonight. Looks like Will has decided to do admin duty, so he's not going to race.
Attention grid, will all non-essential personnel leave the grid now?
All right, the starting order here tonight. Franco Alvarez in the 83 starts in P1. Paul Brown will start in the second position. Preston Hassel in that Ford in the 27 starts in third. Dana Grover starts in the fourth position. Starting in fifth is Craig Marizon in the 60. Gordon Carter in the 56 starts in the sixth position. Sean Jacobs starts seventh. Tim Lansbury in the 82 will start in the eighth position. Starting in ninth will be Dennis Uderchin in the 47 car. Ed Palumbo starts 10th. Christian Wilson starts in the 11th position. Jim Willis starts in 12th. Starting in 13th will be Vinicius Gonçalves. So Franco Alvarez in the Chevy. That 83 car, our points leader, starts in P1. So here we go. The pace car, the lights are out on this bad boy. Our first race at Nazareth Speedway. This is going to be a fun one, I hope. The pace car, they finally decide to get off the track, get out of the way, and let the pros have it. Here we go. 130 laps here at Nazareth Speedway.
Green flag, go, go, go.
Franco Alvarez starts in P1 and a 77 car all over the back of him right now for lap one. Single file here, you're going to see a lot of that. It's hard to pass here at this track. You're going to have to set somebody up. You're going to be really careful here. Uphill and a very unique track. Paul Brown running in P2. Ford here with him. And see that car jumping around here a little bit at 83. Just ahead, that Tire Pro sponsor machine. Down the backstretch. Take a look at Sean Jacobs in that 24 car, that Vulcan sponsor machine. He is running in the sixth position. Running with Sean in the Dober Series on Wednesday nights. And, man, we're in the playoffs. We are in the playoffs. See Craig Marizon just ahead of him. And like I said, tough to pass here. Gonna have to set somebody up to make a pass, and here we are. This 27 car, he's looking to try to make some moves here as well. He's running into third position. Preston Hassel, that AMD Rising sponsor machine. On board here with Preston Hassel. He is running in the third position. Dana Grover in that Toyota just behind him. Starting to get a little racy there. Dana Grover and Craig Marizon. Marizon was looking though. Dana Grover trying to make a move here on the inside. Preston Hassel up on the outside. Dana Grover down on the inside. Not able to do it that time by, but he's giving it a shot there. Dana Grover trying to make that pass, not able to get by. Take a look at Jim Willis here in his 53 car. Christian Wilson has dropped back. I'm not sure what's going on with Christian Wilson. He's off the pace there a little bit, as looks like Jim Willis had gotten around. Take a look here at Jim Willis in the 53. As the 30 car gets up the track, gets in the wall, and the 53 gets by. Take a look at this, the 48 car. Tim Lansbury up the track. He's going to leave the door open for these guys. Tim Lansbury climbs up the track here and now drops back. So Lansbury now back to the 13th position, that 82 car. Paul Brown and Franco Alvarez side by side here. So Franco Alvarez now giving up P1, as it looks like Paul Brown now taking that position. Tim Lansbury's come off track. I'm not sure what's happened to Tim, whether he's broken his car or not. What's going on there with Lansbury? The 82, something going on. I don't know whether he ran out of fuel or what, but that car is DOA on the track. Tim Lansbury blew his engine. Take a look at here. Look at this. He blows his engine and gets that car off the track. So, wow, Tim Lansbury in the 82 out of the race. My heavens, man. What a tough break there for Tim. Paul Brown is the leader. Franco Alvarez in second. Preston Hassel third. Dana Grover in fourth. Craig Marizon is in fifth. Gonsalves and Unichin fighting for position. Unichin in the 47 car. That 48 car gets down to the bottom line here. Going to try to get by. And the 48, Vinicius Gonsalves, gets by. And Jim Willis putting a little pressure here. Oh, we got a yellow flag. We got a yellow flag here as Paul Brown going to take that caution flag. We'll see what happened here. Oh, Unichin gets a little sideways right there. Unichin gets a little sideways. Looks like the 53 car spun and trying to avoid him. 53 car board here with him, as you see Unichin gets sideways. The 53 also sideways. Here with Jim Willis. You see right there, Unichin is absolutely wrecked. And then Jim Willis trying to avoid, gets that car, does a good job of keeping that thing from coming all the way around, but he got sideways too. He was just trying to avoid him, and a sudden move there threw the back end of that car around. First caution flag. Paul Brown is leader. Franco Alvarez is in the second position. Preston Hassel third. Dana Grover fourth. And Marizon is in fifth.
cars.
So it looks like pit stops underway as Paul Brown leading the field to come down pit lane. Dennis Houston staying out, getting his lap led here in that 47 car.
Pit road will be open this time.
So what? 53 car, Jim Willis coming off pit lane. You know, the story about this track, as I read it, if you can believe the wiki page on this, is that this track was sold to a group under a particular non-use agreement, I guess, is what you would say. So they're not allowed to hold any races here because of the proximity of this track to Pocono Raceway. And you can check that out on the Wikipedia page. Verify that I'm telling you the truth on that. I'll actually read it for you.
It'll be one to go this time.
Getting the one to go as Udichin's staying out here, so I think he's going to have to come down pit lane and do his drive-through. Alvarez now the leader. It says in November 2015, Raceway Properties LLC purchased the property. As part of the offer, there is a non-compete clause that states that the racing remains banned from returning to the property, mainly due to the proximity of Pocono Raceway. Ridiculous. As we're going to go back live here, or go back to race conditions. So Udichin finishing up his pit stop. And, here we go, getting ready to go back side by side. How about that? A non-competition agreement, a clause. That's ridiculous, man.
Flag,
Imagine if an Indianapolis Motor Speedway would have had that. There'd be all kinds of tracks that wouldn't be used. Lucas Oil Raceway wouldn't be used. It's only about 5 miles away from IMS. Kind of ridiculous in my opinion, but I'm not a particularly big fan of Pocono Raceway anyway. And I'd much rather see racing here at Nazareth. Paul Brown jumps ahead and gets around the 83 car. Nico Alvarez now back to second as Paul Brown is the leader. Alvarez all over the back of that 77 car. Preston Hassel in the 27 running in P3. We got a good battle here. Alvarez is really trying to get around that 77 car. Preston Hassel looking out of the front of his machine. He's watching this action. He said, hey, maybe these guys get into one another. He goes up that hill, start-finish line. He can be the benefactor of that. Oh, the 60 car might have gotten into the wall. Fifth place car, number 60, Magpul Dynamics sponsor machine. Craig Marazon might have gotten into the wall. Yeah, Palumbo in the 54, running in the 6th position. That Melliella sponsor machine. Take a look at Vinicius Gonçalves in the 48 car in that Dober Series spotter machine. He's running in P7. Dana Grover now back to the 8th position in the 89 car. It wasn't a really good pit stop, I think, for that 89. He's fallen back a little bit. He's got a little work to do in that Toyota. Take a look at that 53. Jim Willis, he's running in P9 here on lap 21. And he did a good job of avoiding that spinning number 47 car. Going to get that car around and straighten back up. And now running in the 9th position. Gordon Carter at High Place sponsored Chevy Camaro. He's running in the 10th position. So the top 10 run here for the 56 car. Christian Wilson in the 30. Now he's gotten into the wall several times, so he's had a little bit of a rough night. And he is right now running in P11 in that 30 machine. We got a battle up front here with Franco Alvarez side by side now with the 77 car. Franco Alvarez to the inside. He's going to try to get by the 77. So great battle here between the 83 and the 77. Side by side, Alvarez led that lap, and he has now cleared the 77 car. So Franco Alvarez back to the race lead as they're coming up on some lap traffic there with Dennis Udichin. On board here with Alvarez as he goes down to the inside, and Udichin giving him some room as he clears the 47 car. He might leave the door open there for the 77. Tightens things back up a little bit. But take a look at Sean Jacobs. He's up to P4. And he is all over the back of Preston Hassel right now. Preston Hassel, the 27, running in P3. And Sean Jacobs has run him down. Little Camaro versus Chevy. We got a Ford here. Camaro. Mustang versus Chevy. Mustang versus Camaro. I'll get it right. My gosh. Ford versus Chevy. How about that? Those guys having a pretty good little battle here. As take a look at the Craig Marizon running an S60 car. Paul Brown in the down to the inside and gets by Franco Alvarez. Alvarez gets up into the wall. Franco Alvarez makes some contact with the wall as Paul Brown gets by on the bottom side. Alvarez having some trouble here, and he's going to have some right side damage on that machine. Tough break there for Alvarez. He gets into the wall again. More contact for the 83. So Preston Hassel trying to get by. Now he's got work to do with three-way battle here between the 27, the 24, and the 60. The 60 climbed up in this mess. On board here with Craig Marizon as he watches the 24 and the 27 starting to battle it out a little bit. He's running in the 5th position. Sean Jacobs in the 24 is in 4th. And Preston Hassel running in the 3rd spot up there. Paul Brown is the leader. 29 laps in. We've had one caution flag. Franco Alvarez in 2nd. About a 2nd behind. Preston Hassel 3rd. Jacobs in 4th. Marizon in 5th. Let's take a look at Vinicius Gonçalves in that 48 car. Climbing up on some lap traffic here. The 47. Dennis Udichin in that Toyota. Hard to pass here, and a unique track here at Nazareth. Down to the inside, and that 48 car gets by. A lot of room there given to him by the 47 car, and Dana Grover going to follow him through. Grover in that 89 car, and just behind him is the 53 of Jim Willis. Paul Brown in the 77 car is the leader. Franco Alvarez in second. Hassel is in third. Those guys have opened up a considerable gap there on the rest of the field, about 3-second gap on P3. That battle for the third position is tight. Hassel going down to the inside, maybe trying to break the draft a little bit, try a different line. That's not going to work for him. Is the 24 now climbing up onto the back? I mean, this is a tight battle here between the 24 and the 27. 24 dove into the inside and not able to pull off that pass. The 27 holding on to that position, but a tight battle here. Preston Hassel in the 27 car. That Ford trying to hold off a couple Chevys. Preston Hassel in the 27 car. AMD Ryzen sponsored machine trying to hold off the Vulcan-sponsored Camaro. Both these guys are AMD Ryzen fans too, so you'd think Sean Jacobs going to take it easy on them. Those guys are fanboys of the AMD Ryzen video cards. The AMD video cards, I should say. Might be processors. I can't remember, actually. I should probably shut up. We'll take a look at the 54 at Palumbo and the Mellow Yellow sponsored machines. Got a good battle here. Vinicius Gonçalves is now closing in on that 54. Franco Alvarez to the outside. Franco Alvarez getting by that 77 car. On the outside line as a 77, Paul Brown now falls back to the second position. Take a look at Dana Grover. He and Jim Willis having a good battle. This is 7th and 8th. Excuse me, 8th and 9th. I take that back. And also Gordon Carter in this mix. So the 89 and the 53 run a pretty close battle. These guys actually close it in on Vinicius Gonçalves and Ed Palumbo. There's some shifting going on in this 89 car. He might be downshifting. He is. He's downshifting. We'll see how that works out as far as fuel mileage is concerned. Greg Marizon and Sean Jacobs battling it out. Sean Jacobs gave him a lot of room, but Marizon not able to pull off that pass. So Marizon tried to get around, not able to pull off the pass, and now falls back. Sean Jacobs got some breathing room. We'll take a look at the 27 car. Preston Hassel running in third. So he's out there sort of by himself right now in that Mustang, so he can breathe a little easier. Christian Wilson in the 30, running in the 11th position. He is one lap down in the lucky dog spot. Got a big long green flag here, 39 laps in. Franco Alvarez has opened up a huge gap on Paul Brown, about a 1.4 second gap on the 77 car. So this Tire Pro sponsored Camaro now in P1, or back to P1. We got a good battle here. I think Gordon Carter and Jim Willis. Jim Willis gets up into that outside wall, and Gordon Carter in the 56 down to the inside. Oh, boy, these guys almost get into one another, and it's not over. Jim Willis trying to fight back. Oh, there's a little contact there with Gordon Carter. And Jim Willis going to fall back to the 10th position as Gordon Carter muscled his way through. and got by. We'll take a look here at this battle as the almost get together there. And then coming off the turn, Jim Willis going to give him a little kiss right there on the right rear quarter panel. But Gordon Carter gets by. Franco Alvarez is the leader. Oh, we got a replay here as 30 car retiring his machine. He had some trouble and decided to retire his machine. Take a look at Paul Brown here in the 77 car. 2.5 seconds
yellow.
down. We got a yellow flag here. We have got a yellow flag, and we're getting some word that Gordon Carter might have come around in this 56 car. So something's going on with the 56 as he spun around. Let's see what happened here with the 56 car. Oh, he hit the wall and then killed his car. Hit that outside wall. Up the track, and he gets wide, and he makes contact with that part in the wall, and then it upsets the balance of that car. And then causes some problems there. Oh, it sucks for him. So he's out of the race. Looks like it killed his car. So Alvarez is the leader. Paul Brown in second. So the 83 on pit lane, the 77 on pit lane. Preston Hassel looking good with those chrome rims and that new paint scheme there. Looks great, man. A nice looking paint scheme.
Pit road will be open this time.
So Dennis Schuderchen is going to lead some more laps there. He's going to come in, take some service, I would imagine. Something going on with the 83 car. So something's going on in the 83 car.
It'll be 1 to go this time.
We're getting to 1 to go. Here's the 77 car, so something has happened to Franco Alvarez on pit lane. So something's happened to Franco Alvarez on pit lane. Not sure what happened, but it didn't pit his car. Or it pitted his car, but it wouldn't let him get off track. There was some mechanical issue or something. So he is having some trouble on pit lane. What a shame there for Franco Alvarez. The 77 car, Paul Brown.
Green flag, go, go, go.
Now the leader is Preston Hassel in the 27 on the outside line. '89, Dana Grover up here in the third position. So 89 car running in P3 as the 27 is in second, 24 running in the fourth position. Vinicius Gonçalves and Craig Marizon battling it out here side by side. Marizon in the 60 car up on the outside line to 48 on the inside line. At 48, holding on to that spot as Marizon is in seventh. At Palumbo in the 54 car battling it out with Dennis Udichin. Udichin up the track. Oh, Palumbo, a little contact there. Palumbo sneaks through, picks up the 8th position. Udichin back in 9th. Webb Palumbo in the 54 car, Mello Yellow sponsored machine, picking up that spot.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
We got a yellow flag here. So caution, breeding cautions. Yellow flag here, I think, when Alvarez rejoined the race. So a caution flag here. Looked like with Franco Alvarez rejoining the race, he is now 5 laps down, so he's going to have a little trouble there probably making that up, that's for sure. But
pit road will be open this time.
So Dana Grover is the leader. Gonsalves in the 48 is in second. Paul Brown is in third. Don Jacobs fourth, and Palumbo is in fifth. So Dana Grover and Vinicius Gonsalves, 89 in the 48. Let's see if those guys decide to stay out.
It'll be one to go this time, bud.
Green
All
flag,
right, here
green
we
flag.
go.
Go, go, go.
Back to green. As the 89 car, the new race leader in that Toyota. This would be a big win for his fans. '48, Vinicius Gonsalves is in second. Paul Brown third. Jacobs and Palumbo battling it out for the fourth position. We've seen some classic battles over the years between the 54 and the 24. These guys have done a lot of laps together over the years, and this would be rekindling that battle here tonight. Would be an interesting one. And they race pretty aggressively with each other, that's for sure. Being friends for a long time, they still get after it on the track.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
As the 89 car is our race leader, and we got a yellow flag here. Something's happened with 27 car. Down to the inside, he and Marzon battling. Preston Hassel picking up that spot, but Preston Hassel ends up having some trouble here, I think. Hey, Alexei Salviev joining us in the chat. Good to see him. There is. He's going to end up getting into the wall, I think. He had mentioned that he got caught on this wall. There's another piece here that's where it needs to be tinkered with. right up here, getting into the wall right there, and man, absolutely slammed that car.
Pit road will be open this time for lead lap cars.
Going to get into the wall. It's going to grab his car, I believe. Right there, that thing is airborne. Another little catch right there. Yeah, man. Alexei Salviev. I got 708 subs. Well, I had 7 other. I had 709 last week. I lost somebody. Here we go. Our chat up here. Jack Trawick leading the chat tonight. Alexei Salviev joining us. Good to see Alexei out here. Hope to see him back out on the track here before long. Preston Hassel on pit lane.
It'll be 1 to go this time by.
Fireball Flash, the 89 car. Dana Grover going to lead the field to take the green flag here.
Green flag, go, go, go.
We get to battle here with Sean Jacobs. I think Jim Willis might be in this mix. I'm not sure where Jim Willis went on this, but Jim Willis up here battling as well. Take a look at Jim Willis. He had gotten around that 24 car, and he is showing some muscle here right now. He is in the 6th position. This Black Rifle Coffee Company machine. Jim Willis getting by Sean Jacobs and Dennis Udichin, and now challenging for P5. Gonsalves in the 48 car and a 77 of Paul Brown battling it out. Gonsalves in that Mustang, Paul Brown in the Chevy, in the Camaro. These guys wanting to stay well clear of that start-finish line wall section. Preston Hassel on pit lane, so a long pit stop for Preston Hassel. And it looks like he might be finishing up his pit stop coming back out on track. So Preston Hassel finishing his pit stop. Long pit stop for the 27 car. Good battle here between the 89 and the 48s. And Palumbo is our leader. This 54 car, the race leader. He's got the 27 car just in front of him, and 27, Preston Hassel. Now shown 5 laps down in the 10th position. The 54 gets by Preston Hassel, the 27 giving him some room as Ed Palumbo is the leader here on lap 70, just a little past halfway, 60 laps to go. Interested to get some green flag pit stops in here. We've had now 3 caution flags. Take a look at the Gonçalves. He is running in P2 as the 77. Paul Brown is in the 3rd position. Alvarez had gotten back on the server. Alvarez now 4 laps down. He wants a bunch of caution flags to keep himself in sort of that lucky dog position so he gets those laps back. And this is a good battle here between the 77 and the 48. Marizon and Willis having a good battle here. Jim Willis in the 53, just behind this 60 car. Look at the 53, Jim Willis behind, and again, tough track to pass on here, man. A little bumpy here as do some work on this track, smooth it out a little bit. A little bit of work to do on this track to get it in a little bit better position as we see a good battle there between Paul Brown and the 48. And that 48 now dropping back to the 3rd position as Paul Brown got by. Go back here and take a look at that pass as Paul Brown making this pass here on the 48 car, dropping down to the inside. Paul Brown got a good run here on the inside line and gets by that 48 car. Franco Alvarez going to make his way through as well. He is 4 laps down. Right now, Ed Palumbo is in command in this 54 car. Paul Brown is 1.1 seconds back in the 2nd position. Gonçalves is in 3rd. Marizon 4th. Jim Willis is in 5th. Brown trying to close in, trying to work his way through traffic. Right here is the 77 car trying to get by that 83. See the 60 car here of Craig Marizon battling Gonçalves at a 60 and the 48. 53, Jim Willis in the 5th position. Sean Jacobs is 6th. And now Marizon is up to the 3rd position. Ed Palumbo in the 54, Mellow Yellow sponsored machine. Now Franco Alvarez has closed in on him. Franco is actually running 4 laps down in the 9th position. Maybe he wants to get one of those laps back the old-fashioned way, and he's going down to the inside, trying to get by and maybe unlap himself to get just 3 laps down. So I guess anything and everything can help as he goes to the outside. As Palumbo in the 54 here with 50 laps to go. Alvarez trying to get through.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
And we got a crash here. As Alvarez, I think, actually we were watching a replay there, and it looked like Alvarez might have gotten into Ed Palumbo. We'll take a look and see what happened here, but it looked like maybe the Alvarez was really trying to get that lap back, and the 54 and the 83 get together. He dives in and gets into the 54 car. And then the 54 into the inside wall. We'll take a look here as the 54 is the leader. And Alvarez dives in there and gets into the 54 car. Wow. So wreck the leader. We'll back up here now with our race leader, and that's Ed Palumbo.
Pit road will be open this time.
So Paul Brown finishes up his pit stop here.
be one to go this time by.
Paul Brown is the leader. Gonsalves is in second. Marzon third. Grover is in fourth. Udichin is in fifth. We got a couple Toyotas up there up front. Dana Grover, Dennis Udichin both up front here, fourth and fifth. So getting a new look up here with some Toyotas. Grover's led a few laps here tonight, and Udichin's got some laps led under the caution, I believe. Pace car coming off.
Green flag, go, go, go.
Here we go, back to green. We are back to green. '48 car, Vinicius Gonsalves is in the second position in his Mustang here as Paul Brown just runs the fastest lap, 27.123. Marzon in the third spot. Dana Grover running in P4. Yeah, Palumbo now in that fifth position. Got that damage repaired and trying to get back up front. And tell you what, man, you don't want to get this guy on a win streak. The thing about 54 is, I know he doesn't come out quite as race as often as he used to. But I tell you, this season he is really, really up the game. And he is now putting some pressure here on this 89 car. You start getting this guy on a win streak here, and these guys are in trouble. 54 Ed Palumbo Meliello sponsored Camaro now putting a lot of pressure on this Toyota. 89 Dana Grover. And Paul Brown is the leader here in this 77 car. Alexi's right. Haters gonna hate. That's right, as he's talking in the chat session. Darn right about that. Hey, man, I know Alexi does a little bit of working with some 3D Sim Ed 2 and some track building. And I believe he does, if I'm not mistaken. Well, Brad got a 2.5-second lead over Vinicius Gonsalves. Yeah, Palumbo here making a pass on this 89 car. But take a look at this. Yeah, Palumbo going to the outside. The 89 going to close the door. Oh, boy, that got tight right there. 54 pinching down just a little bit. Gets by the 89 car. Sean Jacobs trying to squeeze through and follow him. But not able to do it this lap. As a 24, Sean Jacobs now battling the 89. Dana Grover, good battle here between the two of these guys. Side-by-side racing here. Oh, that car gets a little squirrely there coming off the turn. Out of the groove, the 24 car. A little counter steering for him. Got a little sideways. Jim Willis and Dennis Uderchin battling. Jim Willis in the 53 car, Dennis Uderchin in the 47. Other Camaro versus Camry action going on there as Uderchin in the 47 going to give up that position to the 53. Jim Willis, he's now up to the 7th position. Paul Brown is the leader in the 77 car. Gonsalves now 5 seconds back, but he has got some company here. And it looked like maybe the 60 car going to make this pass. The 60, Craig Marizon, looking for another strong run out of him. And this Magpul Dynamics machine, he and Vinicius Gonsalves getting after it here. Gonsalves now tucks in behind, back to the 3rd position as Marizon takes over P2. Dana Grover running in the 5th position. Top 5 run for him. He had a battle with Ed Palumbo a little bit earlier, gave up that spot, but Sean Jacobs was not able to get by. Does a great job holding on. So now tightening back up here is Sean Jacobs. Jim Willis has climbed up onto the back of these guys. He's in this mix. Looking out of the back of Dana Grover's machine, you see Sean Jacobs. Oh, Sean Jacobs getting into the wall. That backstretch area, and Sean Jacobs now closing in on Dana Grover. Jacobs trying to use all the track there. And now Jim Willis climbing into this battle. Great battle here. 30 laps to go. Jim Willis in his Black Rifle Coffee Company machine looking out the front of his car. These guys are having a good battle. These guys are absolutely getting after it right now. 89 car Dana Grover, 24 Sean Jacobs, and the 53 of Jim Willis. This is a great battle here. 3-way battle here at Nazareth. First time these guys have been at this track in rFactor 2. Probably a little bit early to do this track. I take the full responsibility for that. A few things we got to do on this track. And I'll tell you what, Sean Jacobs here. He's going to try to get by. Holy smokes. Probably a little work I got to do on this track, but it doesn't take away from the racing here between these two guys. These guys said, let's go. Jacobs squirrely coming off the turn. Jacobs going to pick up that spot. Dana Grover now going to try to hold on. Oh, Willis a little hard into the turn. He gets into the outside wall. Holy smokes. Ed Palumbo trying to climb back here. He's getting by Vinicius Gonsalves. 54 car getting by that 48. Gonsalves to the outside and Ed Palumbo getting by. These guys back here in the pack are getting after it. Gonsalves not giving up. Dana Grover and Sean Jacobs and Jim Willis, they kind of figured it out. I think Jim Willis trying to find a way to get around this Toyota. Do they have enough fuel or enough tires to make it to the end? Look at this battle here between the 53 and the 89. Dana Grover right now running in 6th. Sean Jacobs up there in the 5th position. Jim Willis hawking that 89 car. See this 77 car, and he's got a big lead here. 8-second lead over Craig Marizon. Palumbo is in 3rd. He's gotten around Gonsalves. Jacobs is 5th. Excuse me, Gonsalves is 4th. Jacobs is 5th. Jim Willis down in the 6th position. He's made that pass. Here on Dana Grover. Take a look at his pass here as Jim Willis going to the outside. Using this outside line. He's got some short track experience under his belt. I mean, real short track experience in those late models. And he now gets by Dana Grover. Grover's having a good race here. Sean Jacobs here getting by the Vinicius Gonsalves machine. Gonsalves might have come down. Gonsalves might be trying to save fuel. He's given up some positions. So Sean Jacobs had made that pass. We'll take a look at this pass here. Sean Jacobs getting by Vinicius Gonsalves. Gonsalves, he might have warped backwards there. Boy, he dropped back pretty quickly here. We'll see what happened to Vinicius Gonsalves. Oh, he hit that wall right there. He hit the wall on the outside, and that upset the balance of that car. He's going to give up some positions. He might be dead on the track here. I'm not sure. He's okay. You're still hearing a motor out there, but he's got some pretty bad damage down to that 48 car. Take a look at the 77 car, and these guys are talking about trying to save fuel. Paul Brown, the leader. Got an 8-second lead over Marizon. Palumbo 3rd. Jacobs is in 4th. And this is a good battle here. Jacobs, and the 53 car smacking the wall. Tires are used up. These guys trying to get everything they can out of this.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
We got a yellow flag. Uderchin might have come around. So Jenna Schuderchin in the 47 car come around, it looks like. He is off the track on pit lane. Old Uderchin had some trouble there. He got a little bit loose into the turn, just missed that turn a little bit, and Jenna Schuderchin coming around. That 47 car. Dennis Schuderchin retiring his machine.
Pit road will be open this time for lead lap cars.
Now we might see some pit stops here. See a few pit stops here, I think. Yep, here we are. See the 77 to 60 and 54. 24 all coming down pit lane. So the race leaders down pit lane. Craig Marizon in second. Now Franco Alvarez gets another lap back, so he is getting close to being back on. Actually, it looks like he might be at the tail end of the lead lap technically now, I think. Very interesting there for him is Paul Brown on pit lane.
Pit road will be open this time.
I thought of Alexei did tracks. I guess I'm wrong about that. Sorry about that. But if you'd like to start, come on out, man. We'd love to have some more help. Making tracks, converting tracks. Dana Grover is up front here with that pit stop. Maybe getting some coaching there. Maybe only did a 2-tire stop. I can't imagine that. Couldn't imagine doing a 2-tire stop on this.
It'll be 1 to go this time by.
'89 car, Dana Grover is the leader, and Paul Brown will start on the outside line. It looks like the lane choice has, for the most part, the leaders taking that inside line each time. Well, Dana Grover could pick up a big win here today. He's got a good little fan base there going on.
Green flag, go, go,
Back
go.
to green. Here we go. Start lap 117. 89 and the 77 side by side. 77 getting by, slinging that car through the turns. And Palumbo trying to get by. These guys are all take right now. There's no giving here at this point. Late in the race, track position is king here. Dana Grover trying to hold on to second, maybe trying to climb back up there and get by that 77 car. On board here with Dana Grover through the front stretch. In the turn one, Dana Grover trying to climb back onto that 77 car. The 77 car's got something going on. He's starting to extend that lead. Sean Jacobs, Craig Marizon having a good battle here. Marizon in the 60 car, Magpul Dynamic sponsor machine. And Palumbo and Dana Grover here getting after it. A lot of racing going on now. 54 car running in P3. He's got Craig Marizon on the backside of him. Palumbo sideways through the turn. It's a good run here all over the back of the 89 car now. '54 car. Oh, boy, almost gets into the 89. Gives up a spot as Marizon, Al Jacobs also getting by. Sean Jacobs and Ed Palumbo having a battle side by side. Ed Palumbo trying to hold on to that spot.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
We got a yellow flag here as it looks like the 48 car came around. So caution flag. And Vinicius Gonçalves might have come around here. We'll take a look and see what happened. Oh, 53 got into got into the back of him, it looked like. Some battles here as Gonçalves in the 48 car. Take a look at Jim Willison at 53. This is a little bit earlier here as the 48 and the 53 side by side. 53 gets up the track just a little bit. The 48 gets positioned on the inside line. 48 car getting through. Everything seems to be all right there. Oh, and he gets into the back of the 48 car and spins him. So it looked like the 53 might have gotten into the back of that 48 car. Take a look at this again. Is that 48 on the inside? He's going to get positioned here on the 53, and the 53 gets a good run on the outside off the turn. And right here, he's going to get into the back of the 53 car, I believe. Right here, coming off the, or going into the turn, gets into the back of the 48 car, and then the 48 gets into the grass and spins around.
Pit road will be open this time.
You know, the thing about this is that Franco Alvarez has gotten his car back on the lead lap in the 83 car. Dana Grover in second, Marzon third, Palumbo fourth, Jacobs is fifth. So a lot of Camaros up there. 4 out of the 5 cars are Camaros. Our second place car is a Toyota. Gonçalves the first Ford in the 6th position. So we're going to have a dash to the finish here. So we turned up the intensity, and we're going back to green. We turned up the intensity on that last green flag run. Look at this. That Palumbo's got that car back up front as well. Battling Dana Grover. A little contact between the two of those guys. So Ed Palumbo and the 89 getting after it, and the 54 gets by. Paul Brown into 77. Gets a great start. He is the race leader. And Palumbo second, Grover third, Marzon fourth. Franco Alvarez has gotten around Sean Jacobs. He's now up to the 5th position. The 77 car looking to maybe bring home a victory here at our first race at Nazareth. Dana Grover is in third. Palumbo running in the second position. Across the start-finish line, we'll have 2 laps to go. Can we keep her green? '77 car looking to bring home a victory here at Nazareth. A Pennsylvania native wanting to bring home the victory. Got a couple Pennsylvania drivers out here tonight. Sean Jacobs also another Pennsylvania driver. There might be others too, but I know those 2 guys are. We got 1 to go here for the '77 car. Last lap. Got a good little lead over at Palumbo. Alvarez on the move. And Palumbo gets back by to '77. Paul Brown coming off the final turn is going to get the win here at Nazareth. And he retired his machine. What in the world? So we'll see. Wow, Paul Brown lost his connection there, it looked like. So Paul Brown gets the win and lost his connection right as he crossed the line. How in the world does that happen? Congratulations to Paul Brown in the '77 car. We're going to do a little bit of a replay here to get a screenshot of this guy. What the heck? So Paul Brown loses connection as soon as he crosses the line, but gets the victory. Pretty incredible. So, wow. What an interesting deal there. Let's take a look at the final results here. The final results here tonight. Paul Brown getting the win. Ed Palumbo finishing in second. Franco Alvarez in third. Dana Grover finishes fourth. Craig Marazon in that top 5 in the Camaro. Vinicius Gonçalves, good run there for him, finishes in 6th. Sean Jacobs, 7th. Finishing in 8th is Jim Willis in the 53. Preston Hassel, 9th. Dennis Udichin finishes in the 10th position. Finishing in the 11th spot is Gordon Carter. 12th is Christian Wilson, and 13th was Tim Lansbury. Lansbury blew his engine there at the beginning of the race, so tough break there for Tim Lansbury. So the 77 car gets the race win here at Nazareth. All right, we got Paul Brown up here in the booth, and man, this is a home game for you here at in Pennsylvania, at Nazareth. Congratulations on getting the win.
Yeah, thanks, Heath. Too bad the track's not really there anymore. But yeah, that's cool. That was a fun race. That's a fun track. We got a few bugs we got to work out, but otherwise, it's fun.
Yeah, hard to pass here, but once the tires wear out, it seems like it does get quite fun, and you can turn up the aggressiveness a little bit. Yeah, there's a few bugs at the track. Hopefully, Will and I will be able to, maybe a combination of Paulo. Who knows? We might get an all-in with Brent Owen on this too to try to fix this thing. But I thought it was a pretty good track and definitely needs some work. But congratulations, man! You had a battle there early on with Franco Alvarez, and then you had some bad luck. Talk about that battle you had with him.
Yep, Franco's very, very hard to overtake on the track. He's fast, and got by him that one time, and then he got back by him the next restart. I didn't think I was ever going to catch him again. Then, for some reason, he bounces off the track and got behind me again. So it was, and then his night just went to hell from there. But yeah, and great rebound for him, getting back up there to, I think, third at the end. So,
I mean, that's like the golden horseshoe right there, being 6 laps down and coming back and being on the lead lap.
For sure.
And really an outside chance of winning the race.
Yeah, oh yeah. I was on older tires. He had fresh tires. 2 more laps, maybe 1, he would have had me. So. Well,
you got... we're going to stay in Pennsylvania, man. Hell, we'll just sleep over at your house, I guess. Next week we'll be at Pocono. How you feel about that track? I mean, I think there's probably you either hate or love the thing.
I'm gonna take my pick this week and pick Ed Palumbo next week to win. Ed is really good at that track. It's Pocono is fun. Pocono's just you got to hit your marks. Every corner, all 3, exactly right every lap, or you're gonna have problems. So,
and not forget forget which corner you're going into.
Exactly. Yes.
It's funny that track for me, the corner, the second turn, the one that's like IMS. I cannot solve the mystery of that corner, and I feel like I'm pretty good at Indianapolis. I love that track, but I just can't do it at Pocono for some reason.
That's the tunnel turn 2. You just got to be at the right speed. For me, it's like between 160 and 164, and you just not touch the apron, and you get just a runoff perfect that you're right at the wall. Any faster, and you're going to hit the wall.
It is a fun track. I think you're going to have a little bit of corner management, and also you got some drafting going on there too, certainly through the front stretch. I just don't know what the mystery is there to solve for me. I've never been that good at the track. I would sit out personally if it were me, but
it's a fun track. I like Pocono.
Well, good win. Another Pennsylvania track coming up next week. Great job to you and getting the win here in the Buschwackers series, and good luck at Pocono.
Yeah, thanks, Heath. It's been a few races now since I've had a good run, even getting wrecked or losing connection. So, and then losing connection right after start finish line tonight. That was something else. But thank you.
I thought you cussed out the people at the the internet service there to get them out.
Oh, I did. I haven't seen them yet.
Uh-oh.
Yeah,
Well, we get the wife on the phone, have her cuss them out.
maybe.
All right. Hey, congrats, man. Good job, and good luck to you next week.
Thank you.
It's Paul Brown joining us up here in the booth. Gets the win at Pocono Raceway, and Nazareth, and got Pocono coming up next week. I sort of deliberately did that when I put Nazareth on the speedway or on the schedule. I said, well, I was going to do Pocono as well, so I'll just put them back to back, and you get a sleepover there and just get up the next week and walk on over to the track, I guess. You see Indianapolis coming up on December the 2nd, Homestead, Miami on December the 9th. So Indianapolis really on that back half to begin that back half of that schedule in the month of December. So that'll be an interesting schedule there throughout. It's a Homestead, Chicagoland, Daytona with the Frosty 200, and then Martinsville Speedway on December the 30th. Don't forget the King of the Ovals Series will be back in action for the final race of the series season. We'll be in IndyCars at Indianapolis Motor Speedway coming up at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I'll be racing in that race. Had a great one in the stock cars last week at Indy. A fun one, really. I think we were caution-free, if I'm not mistaken, or we had one caution flag. And it was an interesting race, really was. So who knows, man? Who could come away with a victory there in the IndyCars? Very, very fun track in the IndyCars, of course. That's the crown jewel of motorsports, and we're going to crown the champion, the King of the Oval Series, tomorrow night. And don't forget, the High Octane Racing League GT3 Series will be back in action at the Canadian Tire and Motorsports Park. 60-minute race coming up tomorrow at 2:30 p.m. It'll be live right here on TurnLeftTV. Expect a big field, and we're going to be racing with Mata in mind. He can't be here. He's a little bit under the weather, and definitely hoping for him to have a speedy recovery. And hopefully we'll see him back behind the driver's wheel in the driver's seat pretty soon. But that's coming up. It'll be live on TurnLeftTV tomorrow. I think we're going to probably start the broadcast somewhere around 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So keep your eyes peeled for that. Tonight's race has been brought to you by EliteHostingUSA.com. If you want an rFactor 2 server, there are 3 self-managed server packages for you to choose from. That's EliteHostingUSA.com. I want to say thank you so much for joining us here on TurnLeftTV. Man, I got my Ozzy shirt on today. Ozzy representing, man. I got getting into that new album. Thought I'd wear the shirt for the broadcast. Hey, peace to everybody out there. I got another couple subscribers. Appreciate that. Always send out this, share this link anywhere you can share YouTube videos on any social media platform. You sure as heck can share mine. I appreciate that. That's going to do it for us tonight. I'm going to get out of here, and we'll talk to you later, boys and girls. Thank you so much. Congratulations to Paul Brown, and I'm out of here.